Nigel, you spent the day with Ricky Hatton at his gym. You've done a bit of pad work with him. How did you find it?
It was great. It was great fun, being doing a couple of rounds with the living legend. Ricky's. I've always thought Ricky was top draw. To come down here and work out, and not only that, I really come and see what he was like for my son.
You mentioned your son there, Conor. He's looking at going to the Olympics next year, isn't he, for Barbados?
Barbados, England, one of the two. But in Australia, boxing's not that big. If I could bring him down there, work out with Ricky's trainer, whatever, I just want to see how he gets on with Ricky, because he has a great trainer in Australia. But it'd be hard for him to come out here. And the only option I really have to have a trainer, but I like what Ricky's about, because Conor's not just a fighter, but he's a great boxer as well. So I don't want it just to be Ricky to teach him how to fight, because it's in the genes. As Chris Eubanks would say, it's in the DNA, and definitely Conor's in my DNA. But he has something just a bit more special than me. I think if you come here, he'll learn. He can spar with all the great fighters here. He'll just learn his trade better.
I think a few people have been surprised when you've said, you've got your son there, and he's better than you were. I mean, you won multiple world titles, you were a national hero, so he must be really something.
Yeah, he is something. He is something. It's like when he's 18. If I look at how our level was at the same age, he's here and I'm here. That's it. So he has it. He has it. But the difference is that the difference between me and him, I had the motivation through the army, the dedication. Even though he's dedicated, he's phenomenally fit. But I think he likes, he likes a challenge. And I think coming here, he's gonna, because in Australia, he's already beat the Australian number one. He lost to him again. But there again, here there's multiple fighters here that would give him a good run for his money and show him the tricks of the trade, which I think he'll find it all here for Ricky. Then he'll find out how good he really is.
In terms of yourself, Nigel, obviously, as we mentioned, everybody knew Nigel Benn were 20 years ago when you were in that trio.
That long ago, was it?
But most people won't know now. What are you up to?
Well, what I do now, I work for Hillsong Church, and my pleasure, my joy is counselling men who are struggling in marriage. So that's my joy. I think God put me on here to help them men that are struggling with the walks of life, with drug use, marriage and everything. I think God's given me the blueprint how to show people how to keep their marriage together. Now that's more joy than boxing ever brings me, because I'm helping to keep families together. That's my joy, really. It's a passion. I love working for Hillsong Church and doing what I believe God called me to do, to serve the church, and I'm enjoying that. That is it. I've had all that partying, little fellas spliffing, all that. I've done all that lifestyle, had all that lifestyle. What does it bring me? Just total destruction. It's like this one here brings me joy, happy, contented, and then to do round one of my heroes, Ricky. Well, what more do I want?
I think he said you're one of his heroes, didn't he?
Pardon?
I think he said you're one of his heroes as well.
Yeah, but I need to think myself, I wish I could do body shots like if I done body shots like him, I would have still been world champion. Because the body punching with him was phenomenal. And in the early days, people would hit him, and it was not even like an expression on his face. That's frightening. He didn't need to go and rip people's bodies out. I used to love watch. I think, I wish you came along a bit earlier. So show me how you do that, mate. Yeah, good.
In terms of, like you say, your own era, when you were Eubank, Watson, Collins, etc. How do you think that sort of stacks up to now? No comparison.
There's no comparison. And no disrespect to the fighters. That's one thing I don't do. I don't run down any fighters. Like some other fighters do. I don't run down the fighters. I like all the British fighters. I don't run them down. But when people start slagging off people like me, Kawasaki, Watson, Eubanks, and Ricky, and all that, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, because we don't vote if you don't get the recognition. The public do. That's what it is. And you know what? Me and Ricky, we had a big fan base. The public loved us because we'd actually come to serve them, give them value for money, and we've done that.
And so yourself as well. Fair to say, excitement. You brought in droves, didn't you?
Well, that's what it's all about. It's all about pleasing the British public. You can't have a better fan base than fighting for England, mate. That's it. I used to win the fight before I even stepped in the ring, because I had go on, Nigel, I had all the British behind me. So, you know, so when you have all that fan base behind you, mate, you're motivated.
What do you think of people like...
Keep that down, Ricky. Ricky, can you keep that down and try to do an interview here for you, mate?
It's okay.
What a character.
What do you think of people like, from your era, Roy Jones, James Toney, etc., who are still boxing?
Yeah, I think you know what it is. It's boxing, and sometimes if you're still boxing, you know, if they're boxing and looking good, there's a different thing. But if you're boxing and losing, what's the point? What's happened? Some people just like Evander Holyfield went on for so long, and yet, why? You know, you start getting punched, you start losing your marbles. What is it for? When's enough?
You never been tempted to jump back in yourself?
Absolutely. You saw me there a minute ago, we were just having a laugh, but I enjoy it. But the difference is I train a lot of amateurs in Australia, so it's not like I've not trained, and you know, after 15 years I was at 20. You said it. So whatever it is, 15 years, I've still been training. To go out there and just deal with Ricky, that was just fun, just having a great laugh. I feel great.
Power's still obviously there though, isn't it?
That ain't going nowhere. That's always been there.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that, Nigel, and we'll see you again then.
Ricky. God bless you, brother.